Getty stock. The GBP/EUR exchange rate held steady today according to data from the Office for National Statistics. ONS public sector net borrowing decreased to £8.12 billion last month, down from £8.28 billion in the same month previous year and below the market forecast of £8.30 billion. This bodes well for Finance Minister Philip Hammond as it places the UK broadly on track to meet the new fiscal targets for 201,718. Samuel Toombs of Pantheon Economics was slightly less optimistic about the readings. He said with slow growth likely to persist next year and little margin for error now left to meet fiscal rules, it's unlikely that he will be able to soften his fiscal plans materially further again. Getty stock. The news comes as the UK public finances improve. Another slightly worse news: consumer confidence in the UK fell to a 4-year low in December, declining to 13 from 12 and missing the expectation that it would remain steady. This marked the lowest level for this reading since December 2013, with the primary dragging factors continuing to be high levels of inflation and low wage growth. Beyond this, the GfK cited a notable lack of clarity regarding exactly what will result from Brexit. Joe Staton, head of market dynamics at GfK, shared his thoughts on the readings. Getty stock. The City has greeted today's rate news cautiously. He said, "We need to see several issues move on before the downward trend of the consumer mood changes. We need to have a better sense of how Brexit will pan out, and also of how quickly and how far interest rates will rise. Because of this sentiment, the pound's upward potential remains somewhat limited, especially with trade negotiations with the EU delayed until March 2018 at the earliest. Nonetheless, the bearish pound continues to make British exports more attractive for buyers." For the bloc, things are mostly quiet this morning, with no pertinent domestic data expected until later this afternoon when the Eurozone's consumer confidence figure will be released. Germany continues to suffer from political uncertainty, however, with German Chancellor Angela Merkel desperately attempting to renegotiate a grand coalition with previous allies the Social Democratic Party (SDP). This reflected poorly in German IFO business climate expectations earlier in the week, with uncertainty liable to continue to put pressure on the nation moving into 2018. Markets will be keeping a keen eye on Friday's UK gross domestic product (GDP) readings, with a below-expectation print liable to push GBP/EUR back into the euro's favour, and a positive reading expected to bolster the pound. Monday's September 25, 2017 demonstrators scuffle with police during the protest against the anti-immigration party Alternative for Deutschland (AfD), after German general election Bundestagswahl in Berlin.